Good evening, everyone. Jose J. Garcia, real estate investor, coach, and mentor. So, this is more of an announcement than a coaching. I know one of our ads and our story posts were put more of a coaching for young entrepreneurs. So, I want to talk about that. But again, this is more of an advertisement. And here's the behind what we're working on this. So, when I think about bringing more agents, more admins, more reps, more part of the team, if you will, so I'm always thinking and scoping as to how can we make the better product, the better service, everything around. How can we better it? That's how you grow in business. And when I think about it, one of the many questions I get asked is, if you had to start over, what would you do different? Okay, if you were to start over again, would you do the same thing, same product, meaning mobile homes? And the answer to the second question is absolutely. Knowing what I know, it's like, I would definitely engage in mobile homes. But what would I do different would be more so get a mentor. I say that every time is get a coach, get a mentor, or get somebody that's already doing that and successfully that I can perhaps join their team, be part of theirs, and just grow from it. One of the things about, being a sales rep or an admin is like you can't help but to learn. And if you're open-minded and coachable, it's like you will learn. That's all there is to it. And at one point, sooner or later, it's like you can't help but just to know and then keep growing and keep learning and keep profiting. And that's a beautiful thing. So, when I think about young entrepreneurs, let's step away and even further back. 8 years ago, if I had to start over again, obviously get a coach and mentor. But what about when I was in my early teens, later teens, maybe early 20s? Because I didn't start this until later 20s. So it's like, when I see some of these earlier, younger teens already doing some type of business or embarking in some type of product or service, I love it. That is phenomenal. That's beautiful. I didn't get to start out that early on, so it's like, but, then again, it's nobody around me was doing anything, and that's on me. Hey, I take responsibility. But here's where I want to make the change. This thought came to be as the why don't I make that change for some younger, hopefully soon to be entrepreneurs. And the way to do so is now what I want to do is, I have many reps, many admins. I have a sales rep that's also coaching on some of this, which means they're there to help other agents when they're first coming into the doors, coming into our team, how to post ads, how to find deals, how to interview, every step that goes with it. There is a system, that there is a blueprint there, but it's, I want to give the opportunity to the younger, the newer generation, if you will. So what that's going to happen is here's the opportunity for many of you. And this, I do need parent consent. Let me go ahead and mention that immediately. We do not do business with minors. If you're going to be part of our team, even on a little part-time, just from time to time, whatever you decide on, we do need a parent consent. But what's going to happen is we are going to do an actual interview with you. Now, some of you teens, you already have maybe a job at, I don't know, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, or wherever. Good for you. We're not asking you to quit that. Maybe you love that. Good for you. But this is more of a side thing. And don't look at it as another job. That's number one I want to point out. This is not just another job. This is an opportunity. And the reason it's an opportunity is because you can grow with our company. You can grow with the system, and you can grow your profits, your pay. That is a beautiful thing, a beautiful trio, right? So what happens is you'll come in and you'll do a formal interview, okay, with our head sales agents. They'll interview, they'll get your background, maybe some knowledge. If you already have a job, maybe some of you already have a job as a sales agent in some way. Maybe you're a clerk or host or, again, these are all practices that are gonna help you and will be beneficial to you later on. But what's gonna happen is after your interview, we're gonna bring you in and we're gonna put you more in a coaching. Now, one thing that we use very heavily here is, okay, because remember, mobile homes are not real estate. They're personal property. Our clientele, our customers, where we generate leads, where we post ads, etc., it's not ideal to what you would see in real estate. And I'm saying that because some of you may know realtors or brokers, so let's immediately switch. They're not the same. The systems that we use a lot of are Instagram, okay? They are Facebook. They are Craigslist. Let Go, OfferUp, Classify. These are off market of what I call more of our systems where we find our clientele. Why am I mentioning that? Because I know that teens love one thing for sure. Their phones. They're always on their phones. They're always on social media, on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. And all these can be used to attract leads. All these can be used to make sales. Yes, actual sales that are going to make you profits. Now you hear it quite often where, hey, you can make money using your phone. There is endless opportunities. Having a cell phone alone is amazing. But the fact that if you already have a social media account on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, you will be able to use those accounts if you so choose to, or create new ones. And look, I don't want to get too deep into this because this is what the sales agent will teach you. But I'm telling you how it can be easier than you think. Simply as posting certain ads to maybe potentially bring us some leads, meaning some mobile homes that we can buy. Now, how do you get paid? Whether you bring us leads for us to buy, or you post leads to sell. We have a lot of inventory, a lot of mobile homes that we rent or we sell. We also offer financing, etc. So you may be playing a role in many of these. And see, that's what I'm talking about, growing with the company. You may be able to come in and say, okay, I want to start posting ads that maybe bring you leads. That's great. Okay, that's your position one, let's say, and then you start bringing in leads in. We'll take them on, and look, it's not a whole blast of things that you're having to post. These are simple ads, as simple as we buy mobile homes. We buy mobile homes. As soon as you bring us a lead, we will take it, do a thorough due diligence. Now you have the ability to ask us, how does this due diligence work? Because maybe I'll be able to save you time, and instead of just sending you every potential lead, because look, 9 out of 10 leads are not a deal. That's just all there is to it. It takes time. Okay, this is not an overnight success. But what happens is that we have to go through every one of them and review it and check the numbers, etc. And again, this is part of teaching that can be for you. The more you do, the more the pay. Before you know it, maybe you're doing your own due diligence before you send them to us. Well, Mr. J, I checked these 3 out, but I know you don't want them because of this, because of that, because of those, etc. But number 4, however, after reviewing the numbers, I noticed that this had potential because of this. Bingo. That's opportunities, and that's higher pay. Okay, you get through those, and that's one task. Now you get into a position where maybe you can start also posting some of these rentals that we have. Maybe start posting some of these rent-to-owns. We're offering opportunities. One thing to keep in mind immediately is mobile homes are the last of affordability housing. So what we are doing is really truly giving back an opportunity to those tenants, to those residents, to those family people, to anyone who is less fortunate. But that's how you have to see it. This is a business unique of its own, and it's something you got to come in. And again, we don't know any of y'all's experience or what you do. Maybe some of you already have some experience in some of this, which is phenomenal. But the opportunity just continues to grow. There's 2 businesses that we work side by side. We have the mobile home investing side where we buy, sell, finance, even move mobile homes, etc. The list goes on. And then there is the other side of, which is the education, GMHU. That's the company that I built years ago, where we coach and mentor investors. I call them students and student investors. And there is no age limit to this, and this what I'm referring to is you can dip from one to the other, and it's both going to help. At the end of the day, it's like a circle to me. We teach students, we teach them to a point where we know they can take on their quotations first or next investment, and then we provide them one. We are the only educational real estate platform that does this. So you coming in as a sales agent could just be the beginning, but this can grow until now you want to get into the coaching side, maybe the education side. Getting some of the education from the GMHU will help you also in the sales side, whether you're buying or selling. So look, I'm not going to stretch this video any more than it needs to be. It's an opportunity that I've been thinking on for a while. I was actually thinking about doing a coaching on students and younger teens coming up, and I see the distractions there. Everything is going on, and having a job is great, okay? But having an opportunity to grow is much better. That's just all there is to it. That's the way I see it. So if you are interested, I'll remind you, I need parents' consent, okay? If you do come to our platform, you email us, be prepared to jump on a Zoom call, like interview per se, pre-interview, and you will have to have your parent present. Along with that is we will have forms, obviously, that you need to sign, which we email this, DocuSign, secured, everything. We have everything in place. but we want to make sure that everything is done right, And hey, at the end of the day, try it out. If you don't absolutely love it, okay, we understand. There's no hard feelings. Still hit the like and subscribe button, of course, follow our channel and share with others. If it's not for you, that's fine, but it could be for somebody else, maybe somebody else with a little bit of time or a bit more of a need. So that's going to do it for this. That's what I'm working on right now, is getting those teens, high school teens who are maybe ready to graduate, and, college students as well. If you're watching this video, absolutely send us an email. We are actively seeking sales agents. We will give you more information, a lot more details once you reach out to us. Thank you for watching.